Oi, dear alcohol, I know I'm in a country where it's normalized to go and grab a few with your mates, go down to the bottle and grab a slab, go down to the bottle, buy yourself a big long VV long neck or a case of whatever. But I am done with you. I know you're not gonna watch this. But all jokes aside, all jokes aside, alcohol has ruined a lot of my friends' lives. This is my pledge to remember that I am in the culture, being Australian, that it's normalized. It's just something you grew around, uh, just just having, I guess. But I've seen how much it ruined so much of my friends' life, and it's one of those things that I'm just walking away from. I have been very, I don't know, fortunate. So my mother never drank, but my grandma did a lot. But but yeah, I've never really been around people that drink, but I've seen how it had affected my friends and their families, my close mates. You understand? And this is a very hard video to make because I know the moment it's posted, I'm never gonna drink alcohol again, bro. And no one else is gonna have to hold me accountable by myself and look in the mirror. Now, I never had an issue with it because in high school, I never drank it whenever I went to parties. Or just didn't even go to parties at all. And I just had cousins or people that just indulge in it, you know? But for me, it's never been a problem. But as the older I got, I saw myself being around people that have it and it being too accessible, easy to get. You can kind of get carried away in it. So I didn't have, funny enough, I didn't have my first sip until I was like 20. Yeah, being in Australia, your first sip was at 20, bro. That's crazy. I grew up in the countryside too, so everybody drinking. But never went took a sip or nothing. Funny enough, my first sip, I still remember it till this day. I'm only 27, so it's probably 7 years ago. Or eight, gonna be eight soon. And I remember first sipping it, and I couldn't understand the hype. I used to be the nerdy kid who asked people, asked girls at the parties, um, what does it feel like? Or ask people, what does it feel like? Can you still read your phone? I just ask really funny stories. But the same time I started drinking in my 20s, going out, Airbnbs, parties, I thought, why not try it? Took a sip of a Canadian club. Was like, this is not too bad, bro. I thought all alcohols were like Canadian club. And for a long time, I hated wine and beers, bro. Wine and beers. I only like cans and straight bottles. I couldn't fuck with wine. My girl got me into wine. It got to a point where we have to watch YouTube, binge watch, what do you call them? Netflix and shit. And while we're Netflix and chill, we'll have our wine of our choice and just, it became to a point. If you ask me what is the best wine, I'll probably tell you. But because this is about quitting, I'm not gonna keep naming these fucking bottles or whatever. But yeah, I'm in a culture where people are obsessed with drinking. Some people even normalize going out with, no, not normalize, celebrate going a month without it. And it can be difficult for them. Everyone is not the same. So if somebody can go and knock a drink back for like a month, good on you. I mean, a month is such a long time. But imagine having the servo just around the corner, not the servo, the bottle around the corner, right? Not too far from you, bro. The closest bottle is like literally around the corner. And there's the next one like less than a kilometer away from that. And then from that there's like two more. And it made me think during COVID, like a lot of things were closed, a lot of shops were closed. But what made the bottle essential? What made it important? It made me think as an Australian, what was it? Because I started drinking late, bro. I didn't understand it at all. But I guess like at that time people needed their fix. And the government understood, hey, this next there's a beautiful tax rebate or whatever from people selling alcohol. and cigarettes. So they get a profit from that, they get a cut from that. So they kept it going, made it an essential thing. But I don't think alcohol is essential, and that's what I'm making these. Why I'm making these videos. I can tell you stories, bro, and of how people have ruined their lives with alcohol, but it's just I'd rather focus on me and why um, I don't wanna drink it anymore. I did a video on marijuana, Mary Jane, and why I don't want to smoke it anymore, and I haven't had the urge or even want to. When I can chill around people now that smoke and just doesn't face me, bro. You do you. It's similar to somebody doing heroin or heroin, and then you're not, somebody who shoot up. So you could just like see it or just walk away. It doesn't affect you. There's no craving of wanting heroin. You get me? It's at the same level. The cigarettes as well. I'm not gonna make a video about that, but I did. Funny enough, I do have a packet here, and I stopped smoking ages ago. So it was like, okay, cool. If I can sit with the cigarettes and not try to smoke them, that's cool. But I'm gonna have to give them away, to somebody instead of just throwing it away. I wanted to make it very sentimental. Grab the cigarette and scratch them up, and go to there's a bridge and just let it fly. That's a sign that I'm never gonna smoke again. Grab the cigarette and just let it fly, and just go. Get away from me, cancer stick. Get away from me, stress sticks. I didn't want to make it too much. Uh, theor- theor- I didn't want to make it very theoretical. I hope I'm saying that word right. Anyways, I've seen a grown man my age literally ruin his whole life, ruin our relationship because of alcohol. Um, yeah, we did try everything to help my man, but he's just one of those people, bro. And you can say, bro, like one of you might think I'm an asshole, bro. Some people just don't change. You get me? And you're not gonna kill me with you, cause he got to a point where this guy could drink, and you don't even notice, bro, cause he's like one of them functional alcoholic. And one day we realized this guy finished the whole bottle and we're supposed to go on a trip. He's the one driving, bro. I said, nah, that's it. That was the last time I hopped out of that car, bro. I said, bro, you do whatever you want. I love you to death, but I can't like chill, bro. Nah, not me. I'm not one of those people, bro. I'll try to help you for a bit, but you keep doing the same shit. I just dip. I just dip. And this is why I think I'm very fortunate or privileged or whatever to be able to try these delicious substances and realize literally it's not the drugs, it's not the alcohol, it's not the whatever, it's not the cigarette, it's the people, it's the person. And so if that person comes to a point where, a quick story, somebody who, you know, has welcomed a brand new baby, and this person goes to kiss the baby, and the baby just cannot withstand or can't stand the nicotine. So the nicotine smell just puts the baby off, and the baby goes, "Ew, brother, brother, ew." Now this young man who smokes cigarette would want to stop smoking because the baby is not receptive to him and is not very affectionate to somebody who is literally a walking toxin. And so for some people it would have to get to that point where when they welcome a new child into the world and the child is not, understanding of this chemical sort of exuding coming from them. You get me? It's sort of like coming off them. That's when some of them might stop, and it has to be a drastic. It has to be as drastic as that. But for me, it's sort of realizing that some people around me have really, really, really messed up their lives. And I don't know whatever demons they're fighting or dealing with, but bro, you're not giving yourself a really good chance, bro, if you are fighting demons while intoxicated or under any influence of any illicit substances. And this is why I don't want to do any of them. To be honest, that's the God honest truth. It's not because I'm better than you. No. It's not because I'm better than you and I'm wagging my fingers like this. It's because I want to fight whatever it is in life, bro, but with a clear mind. You know, I want to be somebody who somebody could look up to and say, okay, I know whenever this guy comes on and he's talking or is being playful or he's not under the influence of anything, and I want to be there. I want to be vitalized. I want to have this sort of energy, and e- e- emi- emanating from my life, sort of just the burst of energy. There's a burst of energy behind these words that I'm saying, that I will never ever drink, I will never ever smoke. There's a outburst of energy, and that outburst of energy is what I want, is what I'm holding on to. And I want it to be as clear mind as possible, so I don't want to have a fog. So basically, when you drink and you're fighting these demons, you're fighting in the fog. If you don't, right, whatever demons you have, you can see them very clearly. If you don't smoke, then you get me? There are no filters. Sometimes some of these, like psilocybins, mushroom, these psychedelics do lift the veil, do lift the filters, but some do cover and fog you. So let's just be honest with that. For the psychonauts or anybody that engages in this, you understand. I want to give myself a fighting chance. So if I want money, it's probably best not to drink. But first of all, the money that I'm going to spend on a bottle, probably just saved. And right now, I'm looking at like a few hundreds, right? Literally in physical form, all because I stopped all this stuff, all these habits. And so the liquor was the last one to go because I never really had an issue with it. And despite exploring many, 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 many different illicit substances, I found the Mary Jane, the marijuana, to be the worst. And you can say, bro, it's not the worst, but it's like John McAfee said, I'd rather you shoot up heroin because within 1 week, you'll see how much you have ruined your life and you let it go. But with weed, everybody's telling you it's benign. Oh, bro, what are you talking about? You've lost your mind. Weed is okay. It's not crazy. Everything in moderation. Yeah. It's just mind games, bro. Mental gymnastics, sort of like cognitive dissonance. You're making excuses, but you're not realizing that that's the worst, because all the other hard drugs sort of forces you and confront you. You know, they don't. They're not culturally accepted. So if you do try them, you go, oh, I don't want to try that anymore. I'm out. But with weed, you go, oh, this is nice. Oh, nice. Oh, everyone is doing it. It's being celebrated. Oh, cool. 420, 420 family. Whatever, bro. You're not seeing that, like, you can be so much free, man, and like fight these demons, like to the point where you don't even need anybody to hold your hand, type shit. You'll be strong enough. You'll give yourself a fighting chance if you let go of these things. I don't know, right? If anybody would sort of resonate with this, because it looks like I'm removing or taking away your pleasure, or making fun of you for engaging in pleasure. Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. For anybody that does whatever it is, you take, bro, you can take that thing, right? For example, when I used to smoke weed, I wanted to escape because reality was so mundane. And whenever I would smoke, bro, a nice indica sort of strain, I'll fall asleep. And then I realized the next day I just wake up to do it again. It's the same thing with alcohol. You drink, you're fired up, you have courage, your spirit is lifted, and you fall asleep and just to do it all again, bro. Think about it. It's very diabolical if you think about it deep enough. And so when I say, dear alcohol, I'm done with your ass. And I know I live in Australia, so it's gonna be hard explaining to the boys that you don't want to drink. But I like myself when I don't drink. I like myself when I don't smoke. I prefer to keep it that way for myself, first of all, for myself. Um, for my demons, because I want to be stronger to verse them. Whatever demons there are in life, I know I'm giving myself a better chance of fighting with them if I let go of all these nonsense, all of it. Shit. I was about to let go of juice the other day, homie. And I don't mean juice as in uh, what GHB. No, 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 not that kind of juice. I mean like normal fucking juice. Right now, I have a juice from Mildura. Yeah, I thought the bottle was still there. I'm about to let go of that shit too. But for no reason, no apparent reason, just because I let go of energy drinks, coffee, everything, bro. I just want to be able to eat food, right? Check my episode on my superfood and just drink water. And to some of you, be like, bro, that's boring as fuck. It may be boring to you, man, but if you want to live, if you want to live a life to the fullest, I believe some of these habits need to let go. Some of them need to just be left in the past. And if I can, if I could sort of look someone in the eye like somebody who had had enough, they just want this to end. They don't want to be on this cycle, you know, and they somehow want somebody to look to and say, okay, if that person can do it, if that idiot who can't even speak, is not very eloquent, mm, can do it, then I could do it too. And it stops them dead in their tracks from trying another bottle, from trying another smoke, from trying another whatever illicit substances that they are, from trying another energy drink. Bro, it wouldn't go as far as it's like if you don't gamble, all of that shit. I don't do none of them, bro. I don't do none of them. And I don't want to inspire you to not do any of them. They're not for you. If you don't want to do anything that I don't, but you don't have to do anything that I'm saying is what I'm getting at. But if you come close to wanting to do any of these things, I'm telling you, you have the power, bro, to just say no. Knock back that drink. You know, say no to drugs, man. I said we say no to drugs, man. What's that thing Kevin Hart said? What you say? I said we say no to drugs, man. What? Come again? I said we say no to drugs, man. Over here, the Cattlehead gang. I'm not against pleasure. If you want to indulge in whatever you want, snort lines after lines, go hard, my brother. Do whatever you like. Smoke whatever you want. Shoot up whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. Take whatever poison you want. Take your poison of choice. But for that one person who wants to stop all this foolery and wants their body to be at peace, he wants to be a natural man who only eats, drink. That's it. I want to say to that person, it is possible. Nothing's impossible. And you don't have to do it in all one go and go cold turkey. It can be a gradual process. But let that process begin today. And I don't want you to come back and come and thank you. You helped me. I realized my journey. I have been this many years free, this many months. Don't count the month. It should get to a point where you just, that's not me. It's no longer your character no more. You are not a smoker. You are not a drinker. You are not none of these things. They're not you. You are a natural man. You are a natural woman. You can do it. I can do it. Certainly you could do it. Look at me, bro. You're gonna let this idiot beat you? Huh? Now I'm antagonizing you. No, it's not a good trick. It never works. What works is I'll hold myself accountable and I can look in the mirror and say, I'm real. I don't do none of this shit. I don't care if nobody believes me. I'll look in the mirror and say, I'm real. Like that Kendrick Lamar song. I do what I want to when I feel not down. Looked in the mirror and realized. No, look to the mirror. I haven't heard the song in ages, but I gotta listen to Good Kid, Mad City again. Put my hands up in the air. I'm real. I'm real. I'm really, really real. I'm real. Only you could do that shit to yourself, bro. I could do that shit because I know myself. Looked in the mirror and realized I'm real, or whatever the song goes. I gotta play it again today after this. You look in the mirror and realize that you're real, bro. And dear alcohol, nigga, fuck you. Fuck you, nigga. I know you're not gonna see this, but fuck you, nigga. I'm gonna pull up on you. Drop your location, nigga. We're waging war on alcohol, bro. This is back. We're back to the provision. We're back to the provision, boys. I'm leading the charge. Who's Al Capone? I'm coming for you. Take care. And be strong, bro. Like, this shit isn't as hard as you think. It's not as hard as you think. Just I'm Australian, bro. So me saying I quit, and I know this video is gonna be up on the internet. I'm always gonna look at myself and say, oh fuck, this shit is everywhere that I go. But you guess what? That's just not me, bro. I don't participate in any of that. I'm not gonna drink no beers with you boys. Give me some water. Give me some fucking juice or something. No, fuck the juice too, bro. Give me some tea. Give me some Japanese tea. I'm gonna be one of them niggas with Japanese tea. You hear me? Drinking all types of foreign teas. Fuck, it's gonna be a nice day. But to the liquor, it was beautiful being with you. I didn't fuck up my life. I didn't do too much. Okay, there was one time. I can't say, I can't lie. Every person that but yes, I'm done with that shit. I'm done with you, alcohol. You can say, man, it's just alcohol. Man, it's not just alcohol. No, it's not just alcohol, boy. If you bring that shit around me, anybody that said it's just alcohol, guess what? You're always doing too much. So it's not just alcohol. Boy, it's just alcohol. No. No, it's not just alcohol, nigga. I'm telling you now, it's not just alcohol, bro. It's deeper than that. So before you make a mess of your life, that shit must go. Take care of yourself.